extremely simple. I told clients this all the time, and I use this analogy a lot with them. We as human beings, when we were in nature and we were eating plants and animals and fruits and berries and nuts, we were eating things that were closest to its natural state, that were closest to its state where it had the most energy within it. I hope you guys understand photosynthesis and how plants are able to get energy within it using light from the sun. Now, we as humans, we just can't directly, well, you can get energy directly from being in sunlight, but in terms of the digestive system and the distribution of nutrients throughout your body, then you can't just stand outside in the sun. You need to put things within you. So for this, you want to stay away from things that are extremely processed. So for example, you have an apple and then you have apple pie. Now the apple is as close to its original source as it can get to. The apple is, you can literally pluck it off a tree. But the apple pie had to go through the process of the apple got chopped up. There were chemicals placed into it. There was bread made for the crust, and that bread has other chemicals into it. So when your body is introduced to the apple, the human body, the deep intrinsic understanding of ourselves from the DNA deep within, it understands how to break down an apple and distribute the nutrients accurately throughout the body as efficiently as possible. But in exchange, if you have apple pie and you eat that apple pie, there's chemicals and things within it because it's processed that the body doesn't understand how to process. So your body is really like a machine in certain aspects. There are machine-like aspects of your body. So when your body eats the apple pie and it goes within and is in your gut, it takes longer for the body to digest that apple pie is because it has to work through the chemicals. It has to detoxify things. And then it has to push all of that outside the body. So it takes longer for the body to extract the nutrients that it needs from the apple pie to get it to the other aspects of your body where those aspects of your body need those nutrients in order to cause the right chemical reactions to allow all the systems in your body to continue to perform as the way they're performing. Guys, everything that is going on in your body is a chemical reaction. You are an alchemist, so to speak. You can create gold with your body, but you can only do so if you're giving your body gold. And the gold is those unprocessed things. Most people know what they need to eat. I don't have to sit here and go on a tangent about exactly what you need to eat. You usually do, and it's not that complicated, but you have to have the willingness to go into those things and eat those things. And it doesn't have to be, and that doesn't mean you have to eat a bunch of bland food. You can spice it up a bit. You can get a little creative, but just understand the more creative you get and the more you go away from the unprocessed nature of it, the more risk there is that you're putting things within it that your body doesn't necessarily know how to process. And so the detrimental effect of this is that potentially the energy, even to digest food, your body is utilizing energy to digest food. This is why doctors, scientists, and podcasters, they've gone on and said that in certain aspects, you don't want to eat right before you go to bed. Why? Because you're going to be focused, your body's going to be focused in using energy in digesting the food and not going to sleep. So really, you have to understand that your body's using energy. And so if you're this is why when you eat a McDonald's hamburger and it's in your gut, it's sitting there for 3, 4, maybe 5 days, because the body doesn't know what a McDonald's hamburger is. You know what a McDonald's hamburger is, but your body doesn't know what it is. But your body knows what protein is. So give your body what it needs in the most purest form, and your body will be able to digest and efficiently get those nutrients to where it needs to go. And the bigger impact is that this could be taken away from a lot of your cognitive function. I've talked about in a lot of episodes, I talked about why everything is connected in a string that connects everything. And guys, the clump of matter that is within your skull, like this isn't a thing that's outside of the body. It isn't in some abstract realm or anything. Like it's right here. Now we can have debates of whether this is a conduit for consciousness and then that creates mind. Like we can have discussions about that, but the structure, function, and the efficiency of this is predicated on the matter that's in here in its healthiness, in it being as healthy as it can be. And it won't be healthy if you're putting within your body things that are not nutritious. And so the nutrients don't just go to a couple areas of the body, it goes to everywhere in the body. So there's nutrients that will end up getting up here. So just be conscious that when you're eating certain things, that is going everywhere and it could go to here. And this could be messing up the function, operation, and your ability to utilize this very important tool, the mind, the brain. This is why so many people don't like when people drink tap water, because tap water can have some plastic in it. It can not be as good for you. This is why a lot of people drink bottled water, because you drink the water and those things that are within the water, it can go up in here, right? So guys, eat as close to the original source as possible and you'll do swimmingly. Now, another thing is every single person's genetic makeup is different. Every person is born different. Every person is unique. So in this aspect, not everyone is born with the right nutrient distributions in their body. So sometimes you can have deficiencies. You can have a vitamin D deficiency. You can have a vitamin C deficiency. You can have a B vitamin deficiency. And so this is why you want to get blood work done. So I would get blood work done. I would see, okay, and I would get other work done as well. I would see, okay, where am I deficient? And this is when you can begin to do supplementation. So I would put in the nutrition tab, I would put macronutrients. This is proteins, carbs, fats, and even fiber. Fiber helps to break down things. Fiber helps to get things out of the gut. It helps with your digestion. I would put micronutrients. Then I would put supplementation. Then I would put hydration. And after that, you're good. After that, you're good. You're fine. Now you can put other supplements in there. I would put a caveat, because you can do, you could take like special supplements like ashwagandha. You could do elderberry. You could do like zinc. Zinc is good. So those are some things that could be helpful for you as well. So we've gone over training. We've gone over nutrition. Oh, another thing about nutrition real quick before I go into recovery. In nutrition, you want to have a set goal that you want here. And so the body is always fighting for homeostasis. And so you want to figure out your BMR. What is your basal metabolic rate? How many calories is your body burning just from you just sitting here? Then from there, I would see, okay, do I want to put on weight or don't put on weight? Do I just want to stay the same? Then after here, like a calorie is just a unit of energy. And so if you want to gain, you need to put more calories in than you're burning out. If you want to lose weight, you need to burn more calories than you're putting in. So I will put that down in there. And then if you want to just stay the same, just put equal. So that's really it. That's all you need with nutrition. You'll see people and they go on these tangents on nutrition. They go on, and another thing, put in the nutrition section too. In nutrition, you want a way of life. So for myself, I eat clean 6 days of the week, and then one day I have a cheat day. And this is helpful for me. This is beneficial for me because this keeps me in check. And so you do want to have a form of structure, going back to training. You do want to have a form of structure, but you also want to have some subjectivity to it as well. And so this can be with your nutrition. You don't want to go on a diet. Diets just last for a certain amount of time, then you go off the diet. And people do yo-yo dieting. Dieting is never going to work for you. What you want is you want a way of life. You want a way of eating. You want a lifestyle. You want a lifestyle of healthy eating. That's what you want for yourself. If you can have a lifestyle of healthy eating with the occasional treat, then you'll be more than ready to go. You can have the treats. You can have the donuts. You can have the candy. You can have the chocolate. But there needs to be a yin and a yang. There needs to be balance. And so if you can create, and this can look like whatever it needs to look like for you, but in keeping with the principles in terms of, do you want homeostasis? Do you want to gain? Do you want to lose? Do you want to, and then you want to make sure, I apologize guys with the nutrition being a little bit all over the place, but if you're taking notes, stick with me. I got you. Then if you want to make sure you have the correct macronutrient distribution. So I'll go over this just real quick because a lot of individuals don't know this. So for fat, you want anywhere from, I'll say go as low as 5%, anywhere from 5 to 20% of your total calorie intake to be fat. Then for protein, anywhere from 20 all the way up to 50% to be protein. Then for carbs can be all the way as low as, you can have carbs really be anywhere. So